Hi everyone, this is your daily tarot reading for Friday the 4th of May. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Green Witch Tarot for this reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of today and what you'll be working with. So we have the Green Man, we have the Horned God, and the Seven of Chalices. Beautiful. Wow. So the Horned Man, or the Green Man, rather, is the Fool. And it's really interesting that we've got this because we've had the pagan festival Beltane happening here at the beginning of May, and it lasts for the first week of May. I live in Glastonbury, and every day this week there are Beltane events and dances and things organized here, and people are dressed up like this. They're painted in green face paint, and it's just celebration of nature, celebration of the changing of the seasons. Now that we're entering into this light and warm time in the northern hemisphere, it's about being in touch with the earth and celebrating your connection to the earth. But also, the Green Man is the Fool, so it's the beginning of something new. It's a conception, an idea that just forms in your head, and it kind of arises out of nature, and it comes to you via the Green Man who is within nature. So the message here, first of all, is to connect with planet Earth, to go outside, maybe to walk barefoot in the grass, or to dance, or to play music, or listen to music, to connect with other people, to have a sense of fun and play, and to be outside, and to be connected with the world and the sunlight on your skin, and all of those things are really important for you to feel a sense of rejuvenation, a sense of having a clean slate and a fresh start, so that you can begin something new. So it feels like you're coming out of one certain period in your life, and now you're moving into another, and you've finished something off, and now you're starting on the new project, and you're at the very beginning of it. The next card is the Horned God, and the Horned God is the Emperor. In this deck, he's obviously this masculine nature god, and all the animals support him, and he's the master of all of nature, so flora and fauna. They are all his subjects, so he rules over the earth realm. The Emperor is a symbol of security and safety and structure and authority, and really being supported in your efforts to get somewhere and to create something beautiful. So if you do have an idea that pops into your head via nature, please honor that, because on this day you have everything that you need to actually turn that idea and that beautiful message into some sort of practical, solid presence in your real life. And you can put that in place by taking action, by looking to achieve something, by asking for help, and by looking around and seeing how much great stuff you've done already, and continuing on your journey to create more stability and security in your life for yourself. And that can be done in many different ways. You can have security in your life by getting married. Some people will feel really secure by that. They'll feel like there's always another person around. If something goes wrong, there's a safety net. Other people do it by amassing loads of money, and they're like, well, I have all this money in the bank, so I feel secure, and I don't have to worry at night because I know everything's okay. Other people feel a sense of security when they've done something for the sake of humanity or the world. So until you've set up your foundation or your charity, you don't have that sense of personal security and like you've maximized your potential and you've really used your strength and your power to build something great for yourself and for other people, which is going to serve and which is going to be a long-term kind of presence in your life that is going to help you live a more carefree lifestyle where you're not always worried about what happens next or where the money's coming from or where you're going to live in 6 months from now. It's having kind of security and building that security for yourself. If I say I need a job and my skills are financial skills. I'm good with finances, okay? So I look at where the jobs are, and then maybe there's a 6-month job in Essex, and then afterwards there's another job up in Scotland. So because I'm living my life looking at where the job opportunities are, I'm going to go live in Essex and then in Scotland, and then afterwards I'm going to look at what I'm going to do again. And that kind of process is you're just responding to external circumstances and what life offers you. So you're being an opportunist. Whereas what this is saying is you can be an opportunist today by listening to what nature says to you. It's going to give you a great idea that you can implement. You've got the tools already in place, and you can create your own security in your life so that you don't have to lead this kind of nomadic existence, either in terms of moving all the time or worrying about money all the time. You just know that things are in place. The 7 of Chalices is the dream card. Usually the 7 of Chalices, they have different things in them. So one is wisdom and one is power and one is glorious financial abundance. But this young woman, she's kind of being teased here by these little fairy pixies. And they're playing with her. We've got this butterfly, this sense of freedom, and she's free to pick up whatever chalice she wants. And even in this deck, they're decorated differently. So here we've got the pentagram, there we've got some squiggly lines. So here it's a matter of taste, really. But what this means in the bigger picture for you on this day is that you have a multitude of messages that come through by getting in touch with nature. They come through your system. They arise from within you emotionally, or ideas just pop into your head. And you've got a couple of ideas, all of which lead to more freedom and creating magic in your life and really using your abilities so that you're working in a way that uses all of your skills and talents and that allows you to create magic. Because when you're in the kind of job where you're using all of your God-given talents and abilities, you're really going to do something wonderful and great. So have some time for yourself out in nature today. Then look at the amazing messages that you get. Maybe write them down just to see them in black and white can often make things much easier in terms of discerning whether something is practical, achievable, and reasonable. Look at those things then and decide to act on one of them so that you can have more authority and structure and security in your life. So this day is really excellent for anyone who feels like they're constantly being pushed and pulled around in life. You're constantly having to move, you're constantly changing jobs, you're constantly going from relationship to relationship, and you never seem to have any permanence in your life at all. So if you're someone who suffers with that, and the earth in itself is so grounded and secure and permanent and structured. And that's why going out into nature today, you will get these earthy messages. If anyone's going to give you a message about how to be grounded and solid in your life, it's going to be the green man, because he's earth made flesh. So listen to those stabilizing kind of ideas. And if you want to change your life and stop it being so unpredictable, then you can implement one of those ideas. You can choose one of them. They're all great. and it will lead you to a more solid and reliable and predictable future. Number-wise, we've got 4, and 7 is 11. 11 is the master number of service. So by doing this for yourself today, you're being of service to yourself by really shaping your life the way you want it. And then when you're living your true potential, what the universe wants you to do, then you're in a position to help other people, because you can create magic now that you're working in the right field. And you can really add value to the world and make a positive contribution, rather than just wondering, how am I going to make ends meet and where's the next meal coming from? So charity begins at home. Be of service to yourself first and foremost and see what comes up, and then look at creating stability in your life. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to audio reading. The way I combine the numerology with the tarot in this reading, I combine astrology, tarot, and numerology in my private readings. It gives me a really in-depth overview of you as a spiritual being. It shows me where you've been in past lifetimes and what your life purpose is in this lifetime, what your vocational aptitudes are, what's destined for you in the areas of career and love, health, relationships, family, and also what's coming up in each one of those areas. So if you want to look at when the right person's coming in or when finances are going to pick up, get in touch for a reading. Or if you have specific questions about compatibility of a partner, or what the right job would be, or if it's a good time to move, I can answer all those questions by looking at your details. So please do get in touch. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.